How the hell are you doing? I can't believe I just said that. Happy Wednesday to you. Hump day. It is hump day, right? It is Wednesday.
Such a weirdo.
Yeah, I got my little bit of coffee left. Just had to start. Christie apparently brought me a coffee. Did not know coffee went cold. Even in Mexico, things get cold. It's true.
Not us, though. Whew.
Yeah, today
we have air conditioning on. It
looks like it's going to rain.
Windows are shut. Yeah.
Very overcast. And here, it took us how many years to realize, but when it's overcast, the humidity rises, heat rises, and it's less sunny. Even though I'm getting 1.2 kilowatts on my solar panels.
There's a very low chance of rain, so it's just humid and muggy.
So yesterday
all there is to it.
Was one flippin' busy day. It was yesterday we finished our coaching early because clients came to the office. We showed the clients the properties. And what did the clients decide?
Nothing official.
Okay. And then we had another meeting with the developer who's looking at doing some properties. And it's funny, he said that we were the only people that said to do things a certain way, to build a certain style, to reach a certain market. And because he is borrowing money from the U.S., he's got a currency fluctuation, he has inflation to worry about. So, but I said, if you can get this released within 6 months, we can sell all 17 units. Mm-hmm. If you can keep all the properties in a certain price point. And he says, you guys are the only ones that said to lower the quality, lower the dollars, and just get it sold out.
And sell it fast. Well, and you know what? If there's a currency issue, it's the best idea.
Mm-hmm. Now, this coffee is getting cooler also. So it's just very strange. Even it's the AC. It has to be the AC.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Christie made a little coffee because my big coffee went to waste. I apologize. You didn't tell me. I'm not psychic. You assume men are psychic. Go find this. And it's like, I'm supposed to know where it is? Come on.
I know. Like looking for paint.
Or underwear or socks.
Those would be in your drawer.
Yeah, any men out there have an underwear or a sock fairy? Happy hump day, Donna, to you.
And good morning, Jeff.
And good morning, Leslie. So then after and I felt bad because we were supposed to have our appointment with the developer at 5, and they called and said, well, we'd like to do it earlier. And so I said, well, 3, and we got to the office right at 3, even though we were pushing our preview. We pushed all of our clients yesterday.
Yeah, it was kind of rude. Sorry to anybody that we dealt with yesterday that we didn't feel we got the full amount of time. It
was very rude, and we left long spreads in between. So it was just kind
of... But it's because other people changed our schedule.
The developer?
And we let them. Yeah. We let them.
Yeah.
At their whim. We let them. Without talking to their wife.
What?
Well, you didn't talk to me.
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty, Eva?
Yeah.
I'm so really happy with that.
So, yeah, everything looks brighter and different and lighter, only because it's very cloudy outside. So it makes everything less.
So John still has to hook the lights up in there.
Yes.
However,
but I need electricity.
There's a plug-in.
I can show you the lights. Hang on.
No. Why? It's just a string of LEDs.
I just want to show them.
Oh my goodness.
And then how much it costs.
I don't even know how much it cost. You actually put it away somewhere? Holy.
I told you exactly where I put it. In case I died in a horrific accident, you would be able to find it. Like if you killed me. So it is an LED strip. And he said it may go yellow depending on the heat that it gets in there. Because most commercial ovens are used commercially and they have lots of different elements on. We don't do that. But it uses an adapter. This is a remote control. We can actually change the color, the intensity, everything.
Party time.
It is every color in the world you can imagine.
So that has to be hooked up to the lights too?
Yeah, this is the receiver for the remote control.
Hmm.
And then 5 meters of light. And he showed me where you can cut it. It has strips that you can cut, just so if you have to make it smaller, because obviously we don't need 5 meters. But all of this, 400 pesos.
Why did you get 5 meters then? They didn't have it in shorter strips.
No. For gosh sakes, Christie. Just stop it. Stop it.
Do you want me to punch you?
Maybe. She's always going to violence. Hello, Kathy. So we will, once we have the power drilled through the wall, because we're still having issues with the stovepipe.
Good morning, Victor. How are you this morning?
So on the interior, well, like I said, until we get the plug-in available. Also, I think Christy mentioned yesterday, and we haven't talked to Norman. We went to go see Norman. He still was.
Do you guys see
restaurant.
that little white thing right there? That is a plug-in right there. Right there.
So you want me to plug it in right now? Or at least today at some point?
We'll
try
see.
it out?
We'll see. I'm going to be gone. I'm taking someone to the airport today.
Yeah, I want the plug-in to come in at the top so you don't see any of the danglies.
Well, they have to do that when they do the electricity for the...
That's what I was saying.
But I want it now.
All right. Well, we'll see what we can do. So what is going on in your world? How is your Wednesday shaping up? I have a course immediately after this today.
Victor's wondering where we got those for 400 pesos. So, Sir Victor, in Vallarta,
I have the receipt right here. It's called LED Interleds PV lighting over by Costco. If you're
well, not really.
Yeah, but if you're
Shut up, Jim.
Yeah, thanks, Jim. Very true. But yes, so you go there and
so Victor, when
good.
you are
Tons of
on,
lights.
is that?
What's this?
No, not Amazon. We bought it in Vallarta. We got it in Vallarta. I'll get you the address. Does it have the actual address on it?
Oh, I bet you it does, because it's a legal
No,
receipt.
this is their factura. It won't have the address on it.
That's a factura?
Well, it could be if you used it like a factura, which you could have.
Interesting. Because he asked me if I wanted to do a factura, and I said yes. So he gave me that thing. And a factura, for those of you that don't know, is just a legal receipt. Because when you go to Costco and you get your receipt, you can hand that receipt to your accountant and say, take this off my taxes.
But this we can't. Because you didn't use our information.
Yeah, but I think I could probably do it online.
No.
Okay.
Alrighty. Anyways.
No, but I'm explaining what a factura is.
Whatever.
Back down,
It's an
baby.
invoice. It's an invoice. That's all you have to say is it's an invoice.
No. So then what happens is you need a special receipt. Because that Costco receipt, not good enough. You have to go and you have to stand in line again and give them your legal information to get yet another receipt. It is just a way in Mexico for them to get you to stand in line, waste time to get a little bit of money off from the federal government. Guys, it's a scam.
EVA is 16%. It's a lot off. It's a lot. Yeah, so Victor, I don't have an address on that receipt, but I will get you.
You know the main street that Costco is on? The one
It's not on. Costco is not on that street, honey.
Well, but you have to cross to get to where the Shirawi is. I think it's Shirawi, right?
No, it's La Comera. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Where La Comera is on that street, where Petco, etc. So on that street, so if you're facing Dairy Queen, you've just left Costco, head right and go down like 2, 3, 4 blocks in that area. There's a pool place, and right beside the pool place, on the Dairy Queen side of the highway or the road, there is a great LED store with every light you can imagine. But standing in line in Mexico is still better than waiting in line in Canada. It is until it isn't, Donna. Very quickly, I learned that everybody stands in line in Mexico, and they're kind of okay with it. In North America, when you step into a business, their job is to get you in and out as quick as possible. In Mexico, they don't think that way. They know you'll stand in line, so they're not in a hurry to get your money. Drives me crazy.
Yeah. So it's called Francisco Villa. That is the street. Francisco Villa 692A. Interleds PV.
Great store. And next door is a water store, very lovely water store. So you can build your pool and get all of your pool stuff in there, or your hydroponic stuff
I'm
as
going
well.
to put it. No, it's not staring here.
It's not staring.
This is their website right here, and it has the address. So there
Wrong
we
street.
go.
Wrong street for Starin. Starin is in the wrong street from what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Christie just posted
Okay.
it right there. Interledspv.com
pv.com and /contacts, because that'll bring you right to where their address is.
And all across Mexico now, there's LED stores. If you go to Mexico City, you go into these sections, and there's like tons of LED stores.
It's got a lot of things there, Victor. It's actually a really cool store. We have bought stuff from there before.
Yep.
And so, yeah.
LEDs,
you are very welcome.
LEDs are really cool because they use so little electricity.
Yep.
Give you lots of light, very little heat.
We have a few strips in our house. We've got one by our cabinet, so it stays on pretty much all the time. So Cheryl said we're feisty today. Terry McFarland said, "Good morning, kids. Love the vent."
Hello, Terry. So yeah, I really do like that. I mean, the color is off just a bit from our wood.
But yeah,
just a bit.
But the wood is not one color, so it picks up the colors in the wood, and I'm so happy.
So eventually we'll have it vented and we can actually use it because we have the only pilot light on there. There are 17 pilot lights in that oven.
Which we never have all lit.
Only one stays lit all the time, and that's in the oven. And the only reason was because Christy was having a difficult time lighting it, so we kept it lit, and then now it's fixed. But we still keep it on. And it always is like 50 degrees Celsius inside the oven, maybe just a little warmer, which is great for drying fruit and veggies if you just want to keep it going all the time.
And keeping food warm when you're cooking and stuff.
But there is heat being retained in that right now, but only from the pilot light.
Yeah.
So we want to get rid of that heat so it doesn't heat up.
So they're coming back on Sunday. They have a solution. So
these guys are good.
Yeah. And they won't let me give them any money, even though they did not the hard part, but the big part, the beauty part, and put it up. I'm very happy with it.
They're neighbors too, and they're very, very good.
And Terry, you are right. We don't want it exact. We want it to stand out, which is why we decided to go with the strips that are on there, because they're just a tad lighter than.
Okay.
It looks totally
Eva
blended,
says, "No,
yeah.
John, from here it looks totally blended." Thank you for that. It kind of does, I guess.
No, it's. I think it's perfect. I love it.
It would have been nice if we would have balanced.
Yeah, the consumption of electricity is very low on those LEDs. You're right, Victor.
Yes, somebody's trying to get into our house. Should we be concerned? Who would
It's not
it be?
locked.
Who is it?
It's probably Shay and Matt.
They're taking their time. So is this your forever home, or if you move? I think we will leave it with us or leave it here with the house. It's not a forever home. Maybe 5 years, maybe 2 years, maybe 1 year. No, but our upstairs is so perfect for us. And for
We're
what
wondering
we
why
do.
you guys were taking so long to get in the house.
Like we showed our property yesterday to some clients. We wanted to show them what you could do if you bought a house and added to it. And as soon as they got to the top of the stairs, they look in and they all went, "Oh, wow. Oh, wow." And I'm like, that's kind of the feeling we get when we head upstairs because we bought this house to entertain.
Yeah. And then we were sitting with them talking later, and one of the guys says, "Well, I really liked your house." I'm like, "It is not for sale." And I don't think it'll ever be for sale, to be honest with you.
It has to be because we will live up in the mountains someday.
Not permanently. We will always want a place here.
I don't know. Because if we're retired or if we have a web thing we can work from up there.
But the beach is here.
That's true, but we don't go to the beach.
Well, if we moved away, we would. You know how that is.
That is the rotten part. If you live at a place, you don't use it for what it is. But when you're far away, you're kind of like, we need to go there now.
Just give me a second. I want to tell them something.
I do sometimes need to go to the beach. I just haven't had to for a bit. So for me, yeah, I do need to go to the beach. This summer, we're hoping we do. But this summer, I plan on learning how to grow things, brew things, and also, grow things, I guess, our business also, because with the new website, we're starting that up. This close to hiring somebody from the Philippines. We're down to like 5 people now, which is good. So I think I'm going to do interviews next because we need somebody to work on that flipping website because I cannot anymore. Homeinmexico.com is down. Nothing I can do about it. It sucks. Thanks for reminding me. I do need to port that over to my Elements site. I've spent so much time, I think probably 10 years on homeinmexico.com, and it just is so onerous and burdensome to stay on top of the tech, to hire people to come in and do stuff that, it's just silly now. So, yeah. So eventually Christie will come back and I can stop telling you about how rotten my web stuff is now. We had one of the ladies from the MLS call us and ask us questions or ask me questions. And I said, I'm to this point now where I'm so old that I can't stay on top of stuff anymore, that now we just pay people to do it because I can't do it anymore. So yeah, that's a hard thing to realize, that your time is now more precious than money is, which is really strange.
Depends on how much time we each have.
Thank you.
He doesn't have much time.
One of the reasons we have made a Saturday beach day, so we go to the beach at least once a week. Great idea, Jim.
Yeah.
You take it for granted when it's always just there. Oh my gosh, you're absolutely right. Kathy says Auntie Louise is coming back to Canada. Yes.
Yeah, my friend does that too. She does a Saturday beach day and she goes every Saturday, and I should go join them because there's a bunch of girls and it's a lot of fun.
I should go because there's a bunch of girls too.
But I just, you know what? I guess I just haven't made it a priority, and there'll come a time when they're not going to be going anymore and I'll be like, I missed it.
So yeah, so Louise and Shay.
Maybe I'll go this week. Where do you guys usually go, Jim? I saw you at Oceans one time when we were there.
They are leaving on the 7th.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're heading back. And they're heading to Nordeg to do their quarantine because they are not rebels. I want to go back so bad and just say F you to everybody. You have to go in. Yeah,
That's
you need a
why
test. F
I'm
you.
not letting him
You
use
need to
my
do
credit
this.
card.
F you. And it's just going to be that, because unless people do that, they won't stop. They need to arrest people. They need to have lawsuits. They need to be shot and damaged. They do.
We're going to talk about this later. You're in trouble again.
Yeah, I'm just sick and tired of this Nazi. Like, guys, they throw Nazis around like water now. Racists, Nazis, misogynists, whatever. All these words they use. This is real. This is control. That Polish pastor in Calgary had the SWAT team come to give him papers. It's insane, guys. Absolutely insane.
Jeff promises to make every day a beach day once they get their butts down here. Hint, hint. And Jim says usually Marisol.
Yeah, Donna, I don't know what the 1,500, if you mean COVID, nobody's dying anymore, guys. They aren't.
People are getting it. I know people, my brother and his wife and their kid had it. My son's had it.
Guys, you need to look at FLCCC on YouTube. These are physicians around the world. They're using ivermectin. 3 to 5 days gone. COVID gone.
And Jeff, how is every day going to be a beach day if you're working? Let's answer that question for me.
So yeah, I like Marisol. I do like Marisol. They're good. Which is the one that Oceans, I think, has the really good shrimp, bacon wrapped shrimp.
Marisol's is good too. And Victor, are you guys still playing if you're still here, are you guys still playing at El Chivero?
Or barbecue today, right? It's the barbecue.
El Rio Barbecue on Wednesday, yeah.
I liked El Rio Barbecue. Mm-hmm. It really is a great place. It's right on the river, and the river was very warm. I mean, my kids said it was warm, and I'm like, oh, yeah, right. You always say it's warm. I went in, and I was like, this is not terrible.
I didn't go in.
And there was lots of people in the water. And it's a beautiful
river. A nurse
river.
in Alberta just passed yesterday, and Jeff said, working with a question mark. I have a job with a question mark. Yeah.
Yes, cases. Sorry. Yeah, it is very strange what's going on with COVID. Because, guys, we're not being told the truth anymore. Everybody's lying. Sorry. Ivermectin, FLCCC. Anybody who you love who has COVID, do not let them go to the hospital. They may kill them. You need to sneak in ivermectin. Give it to them. Don't tell anybody. 3 days later, give them another one. Don't tell anybody. And I'm not a doctor, but I listen to doctors.
Cool, good to know, he said, that he's
Yeah.
got a job. Or ivermectin, I'm not sure.
Just take the ivermectin.
And you can work with us.
Ivermectin is a pill apparently less than $1. It's insane. But because you use it to treat scabies, people are like, oh, you can't use it for that. And there's no way in hell the pharmacies are going to make money. The pharmacists can make money at that.
Which part is cool, Jeff? Come on, tell me.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it? Ivermectin?
Ivermectin. It's a
drug.
pill. It's a drug. It's a pill that 0 people die for. Well, apparently out of 2 or 3 billion prescriptions are written, 12 people have died after 2 to 3 billion prescriptions. Guys, it's absolutely magical. So many people are dying. Well, the ones that have died, sadly, morbidly obese, like yo. I guess I'm not morbidly obese anymore. I'm just obese.
A job. Oh. Yeah, you got a job.
Thanks. So yeah, it is very sad. FLCCC, I looked it up and read on ivermectin and posted it to everyone I know. Good for you, Eva. Thank you. I sent it to a doctor friend of mine from Central Alberta. He is one of the big wigs in Central Alberta, saying it is a crime if I do not send this to him. He'll do with it what he wants. But at the same time, it will save lives. Leslie says, thank you, Leslie. I appreciate that because Christie certainly doesn't agree with me.
Oh, well, on some things, but, not everything.
Well, yesterday when I said Christie was right, she's like, you all heard that. He said this.
Yeah.
I should have recorded it.
I should have.
Best place to find ivermectin here? Any pharmacy. Absolutely. It is so common here.
There's like 1 million in Centro, and...
Yeah, don't go to the tourist ones, though, because they charge too much.
I don't do drugs.
Yeah, the tourists' pharmacies, you can get anything.
Where did you find the ivermectin, Shay?
Well, we went to 3 restaurants from they all had them.
Yeah, and the tourist pharmacies, what are you talking about? Those are the best ones to go to.
No, but they're very expensive
No,
at the
they're not.
tourist
It's
pharmacies.
around 50 pesos a pill for ivermectin.
Yeah, 50 pesos. And in the States, it was like 96 cents.
Well, these guys are here or in Canada, not in the States. Doesn't
That
matter
is
how
true.
much it is in
It
the
is
States.
true.
And can they even get it in Canada?
You will need a prescription in Canada and the U.S. Sorry,
Here you
Mexico,
don't.
over the counter. It is funny. In Mexico, you can get almost everything over the counter here. And I mean almost everything. Even if you want to go and get some kind of pills, you just have to go see the doctor and spend 30 to 50 pesos at the doctor beside and say you need some kind of crazy prescription.
Half the
But
time,
here-
you don't even need to do that.
Yeah, I went to Canada. This is like 5 years ago, and I was not feeling right. So I wanted to take
Wasn't right in the head.
an anti-parasite or amoeba pill. And in Mexico, you can get them at every flipping grocery store, everything. And I went to Superstore, and the pharmacist who's up here and I'm down here is like, you need a prescription for that
You
in
can't just
Canada.
come and ask for that.
And I'm like, yeah, where we live, I can get it anywhere. I know what the hell I'm doing. Well, kind of. I mean, I'm not a real doctor, but I do play one at home sometimes.
Ew.
No, I really do. So yeah, it is all
So
those.
does Taylor, but in a different way.
Taylor, she's got a little doctor thing. She wants to be a doctor right now, and we're not going to stop her.
A doctor and Moana.
She could
So-
be. She could be Dr. Moana.
I want coffee or gin.
Ah, Marie.
Well, we happen to have both.
And I will be making gin. I sent the papers off to the guys yesterday. I don't know how to pay them yet, so I'm going to have to pay 8,400
And change.
pesos, more or less. So it's still less than the $500 I budgeted to bring it into the country. Just a sliver, but still, it is less. So my budgeting, it worked.
Looks can't kill. I've tried. Just saying.
She has tried to kill me with her looks because we'll be there and I'll say something and she'll do this. And
I've never done that before.
I feel heat come into me, but it's never killed me.
Yet. It's early
Yet.
days.
She's like, you've got to sleep sometime.
The hood's up. Woohoo. Yes, we love it. Love it, love it, love it, love
Here,
it.
we'll
love
just show you. There you go. Da, da, da.
it. Shay, I think you're being called.
So that hood
Or
fan,
barked at. I'm not sure.
to give you an idea of the size, it is 173 centimeters across.
I think we've all looks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure every wife has tried to kill their spouse with a look.
And
Sometimes I can't even get them to shut the F up.
Christie's mom is the one who gave us those measurements. Perfection.
Yeah.
perfection.
Like, you guys, it fits in there. If it
There's
wasn't
like
for
this-
the metal being a little bent, like not bent, but like not perfectly straight.
Talking to here.
They can hear me. They can hear me.
You probably can. So yeah, it perfection.
Half the time you complain that my voice is too loud.
It is. Amen, sister. I don't know what you're saying. But
Looks
yeah.
could kill.
Oh, yeah.
We want that to happen
Yeah.
sometimes.
But yeah, her mom, perfect measurements. Even go stand over there and show them where it's at. Now, she has hit her head already.
Yeah, right here. I did. I'm a little taller than my mama.
Yeah. So
But
yeah,
it's a big sucker.
it's just men that have selected hearing. Yes. And all of that is copper. And he even did the sides nice.
Yeah.
The top is beautiful.
It's a patinaed copper, and
Yeah, the inside, it's a lot of pennies.
Flippin' stunning.
So yeah, the price on that was about 2,000 Canadian dollars and about 1,600 American, more or less. Guys, it's custom. I can't even imagine what that would cost in Canada.
I don't know if that pineapple will fit on the other side of the cabinet. Is it lower? Or are they the same height? Oh, they must be the same height.
I don't know.
Because I don't think it can stay there with the bar up there.
No, it can't. So yeah, the bar is beautiful. I'm going to show you how beautiful this bar is.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
I have to show that.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. So, yeah, and it's not really a bar. It's a tube, technically. A cook's dream. Yeah, if only I like to dream or cook. I like to dream, not so much cook. Here comes John with our tube.
This thing weighs probably, here, check that out. 15 pounds.
Oh, geez. Just kidding.
12 to 15 pounds.
Yeah, it's
Copper.
pretty heavy.
I don't think it is doubled up. It isn't. But it's got the same finishing as that does.
Yeah.
And it's going to
I think
go
it's a
from
little
here-
darker. Other way
Maybe
around.
A little darker.
This connects to the screw holes.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the,
So there
and
you
that
go.
goes to the wall.
Yeah, and the nice thing is he made it where we could cut this and we still have room to make it work. So it's amazing. And it's all finished and pretty.
Yeah.
So he did a really, really good job. We recommend this guy to everybody now because if you want custom copper, just send him what your needs are and he will make it. He's a little slow, but you asked him to do all this stuff.
Yeah, but he hasn't got back to me on some of the other things either. So I'm not real. Put it back in our room. It's just safer. Now that he's gone, no, just kidding. No, I'm not really kidding. So yeah, so I'm taking people. What is that for? That is the duct, because we can't vent out the side of our house where the actual campana is. So it has to go out this wall here. So we wanted a tube. So it's going to go from the top and it's going to go all the way along to the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
so
what
that's
for.
yeah. So that it's a just a tube. So it's going to go from the hood to the wall, and then it vents out the front, and it has to go out the front. We can't go out the side. So that's what that is for.
And when we were having it installed, when he stuck the drill through, he realized on either side water, electricity, and then he started to work and he hit the water, and we have a pressurized system. It kind
It's
of
for the hood.
went everywhere. So he figured out a way how to move all the lines so we can still get that hole in the exact same spot. He's going to, it was very cool because I said, well, maybe you can move it sideways. And he says, well, I'll have to dig a lot. He's like, wait a second, I can actually pull it out this way, up, and then back around, and that way still fit the hole in. So he says it's going to be done very quickly now.
Yeah.
Because before he said you're going to need to actually have the guy or somebody else make some elbows so that way we could come out this way where he could find a spot without any wires or plumbing in it. Because the house, we don't really have any plans for it. So we can't even show him where this is. He's like, yeah, can you show me the photos? I'm like, I have no photos.
Okay, well, I have to get going.
There you go.
I have got to get
was that your
going.
beautiful smile? Is that
Yes,
for you?
yes.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we kind of all do. Oh, I'm supposed to start my course now.
Yeah, and I have to go
All right,
take someone
guys.
to the airport.
Adios.
Have a great day. And